Hello, guys. This is Pinkie, the housewife, and thank you all for being here with me. I'm coming to you with some breaking news today. Yeah, breaking news. Yes, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Okay, so let's get down to it right quick. Let me just go ahead and bring it to you. Let me just have everybody to go ahead and hit that like sign for me, please. If you can do that, and let me go ahead and welcome everybody to the Pink House. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Um, Let me go ahead and, if you can, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That would help me out greatly. But the like sign is most important. Hit that like sign. Let me go ahead and get down to what we're here for. Yes, Tiffany Henyard got two more lawsuits over that big brawl, or that big fight that she ran and jumped into. Yes, she was sitting way up at the front and decides she wants to run, jump into this fight. And I knew, you know what? Knew for her to run and just jump into something, you could see that blonde hair running. I knew that she knew something was going to go on before then. Look back at those videos over and over and over. Okay, go back to my previous videos and look at them. All right. Okay. So, Tiffany, here you are, girl. You knew something was going on. So now you already got lawsuits out there, zoo, but now you got two more hanging over your head with the rest of them. Are you going to catch them all, or are you going to just pretend like, oh, I can't catch these? Okay. How are you going to catch all these lawsuits when your boyfriend just got fired? He's gone. They didn't know what he did anyway. Plus, he didn't have no resume, no background check, no nothing. He just, you want a job? Here, there you go. Okay, but I'm not going to worry about that. Let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, this first video is going to be coming from you from NBC Chicago. Okay, the information will be down in my description box. Okay, and they just broke this story. When I first saw it, it was, see how long ago was it? It wasn't that long. It was today. They broke it today, but it was just maybe a few hours when I saw it pop up in my notifications. But here we go, guys. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and get it started for you.
So there is a new round of troubles for a suburban politician. Two men say they were injured in that brawl that happened during a public meeting last month, and they are now suing Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard and others. NBC5's Regina Waldrop is on the story. She has exclusive details tonight, speaking with both men and Henyard's attorney.
It was a jarring scene at a recent Thornton Township board meeting. This large fight erupted shortly after Jedediah Brown called Supervisor Tiffany Henyard an expletive.
Once there's this confrontation, Kamal Woods pushes and punches Lavelle Redmond. He takes a swing at him.
Both men say they were attacked and injured for exercising free speech. They also claim Henyard was a participant in the fight.
She attacks Lavelle Redmond first, hits him maybe twice, and then she goes right in onto Jedediah Brown.
I take responsibility for my part in all of this, but it's under constitutionally protected lawful activity. I can say what I want to say, but at no time should a citizen feel that they will be attacked by an elected official.
They've both filed civil lawsuits for assault, battery, and emotional distress, naming Henyard, her boyfriend, a Village of Dalton employee, Thornton Township, and South Holland Police as defendants. Both men say they filed police reports with South Holland PD, but no one arrested. We reached out to the department, but didn't get a response.
She is to be held at the same standard as we all with the judicial or federal system. She's not exempt from that.
It was disheartening for me to see the police, after being attacked, tell me that they would not investigate this.
An attorney representing Tiffany Henyard says the claims made in the lawsuits are false.
I'm sure it'll be dismissed before it gets off the ground. So I don't think there's going to be much of any litigation that goes into it.
Brindley also claims a weapon was involved.
The man brought a knife into the meeting hall, and he swung that knife at Jamal Woods. People got cut. So that's a fact. And now he wants to claim that he's a victim, that the mayor attacked him. It's on video. The mayor didn't do anything to him.
Matthew Costardo says the claims about his client having a knife, not true. He says the video speaks for itself.
The use of violence against individuals who are simply advocating for transparency and accountability in the community, that's just unspeakable, and it's unacceptable.
Both men are asking for compensation for medical bills and attorney's fees, among other things. They're seeking a jury trial. Regina Waldrop, NBC5 News.
Okay, guys, we're going to continue with the rest of the coverage, okay?
Former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot has completed her investigation into the spending habits of Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard. NBC5's Regina Waldrop has been following this story. She has a look at some of the issues that are likely to be discussed tonight.
So this will be the final report on an investigation that Lori Lightfoot started last year. Now, her preliminary finding in August found that this village now drowning in debt since Tiffany Henyard has been in office. More than 200 people packed into the Dalton Park District to hear former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot's first findings of her investigation. And it's expected to be another packed house tonight.
The residents of Dalton deserve nothing less than a government that is fully accountable, responsive, transparent, and effective stewards of your precious tax dollars.
A majority of trustees hired Lightfoot in April of last year to investigate the alleged misuse of village funds by Mayor Tiffany Henyard, a move that Henyard tried to block. Lightfoot was also asked to investigate a 2023 taxpayer-funded trip to Las Vegas, where the mayor's former assistant said she was assaulted by a village trustee and that the mayor tried to cover it up. That woman now suing Henyard, the village of Dalton, Thornton Township, and that trustee. Right now, there are currently some 40 lawsuits filed against Henyard and the village. And at this point, it's unclear if Mayor Henyard will attend tonight's meeting. Of course, we will have a complete wrap-up on the news at 10. Reporting from Dalton, I'm Regina Waldrop, NBC5 News.
Thank you so much, Regina. Some new concerns in the village of Dalton 1 week after that scathing independent investigation laid out evidence of mismanagement of the village's finances. The village board held a meeting tonight, but Mayor Tiffany Henyard was not there. NBC5's Regina Waldrop has more on what the trustees did accomplish.
Trustees say they were surprised to learn that the life insurance policies for all village employees have been canceled for non-payment. They say this is yet another example of all the issues that Lori Lightfoot uncovered in her investigation.
Should the mayor arrive, she will take her appropriate space as the chair for this meeting.
Extra security on hand for Monday night's Dalton Village Board meeting, but Mayor Tiffany Henyard, a no-show. Her attorney telling NBC5 her security and safety was key. This meeting, the first following former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot's final report on the spending habits of Mayor Tiffany Henyard and her administration. She says Henyard intentionally tried to hide the true condition of village finances, with money being spent on large purchases from Amazon, travel, and at local restaurants.
To see elected officials who are the same race as the people in their towns doing this to them, it hurts my heart. I mean, it really does. That was frankly a big motivating factor for me to get involved in Dalton.
Henyard has yet to address Lightfoot's findings. Another surprise discovery for trustees: all village employees are now without life insurance. The policy canceled because of no payment since August of last year.
That was new information for us. The board is very upset, and we're going to take the necessary steps to move it forward. We have to step it up, and we need to have multiple levels of oversight.
So lots of talk here about the upcoming election. Early voting starts February 10th, the primary happening February 25th. Reporting from Dalton, I'm Regina Waldrop, NBC5 News.
Thank you.
Just a few weeks, suburban voters will be heading back to the voting booth for primaries and consolidated elections. And in South Suburban Dalton, voters there will be deciding whether the mayor, who is under federal investigation, should get a second term, or if it's time to move on to new leadership. NBC5's Regina Waldrop talked to voters in Dalton about what's at stake.
It's a small community with big problems.
Look at it. Look at the neighborhood.
The village of Dalton is in serious financial debt. The mayor under federal investigation, accused of reckless and improper spending of taxpayer dollars. She's also running for a second term. Tiffany Henyard did not respond to our numerous requests for an interview. With the primary election a few weeks away, here's what some voters told us. So you're just not going to vote?
I'm not. at all.
I don't know if I want to vote anymore.
I think the polls are fixed, to be honest.
This house right here, is this anybody?
Trustee Jason House is hoping to become Dalton's next mayor.
Hi, Ms. Thelma, how are you?
We asked him about the issues and voter apathy.
And others. NBC5's Regina Waldrop.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that, guys. But let me just say, they need to vote. It's very important in any election that you vote, because that's how you make changes to the things. If not, they can end up with Tiffany again. Because remember, Lori Lightfoot said that she never knew of the voting was so low. I don't live there, but you don't want that again. That's one reason Tiffany was elected, lack of voting. Okay, guys, so let's not do that again. You need to vote, even if you're voting against her, because that's what you need to do. Let me pull it back up.
I think the polls are fixed, to be honest.
This house right here, is this anybody?
Trustee Jason House is hoping to become Dalton's next mayor.
Hi, Ms. Thelma, how are you?
We asked him about the issues and voter apathy. What's going to make the difference between this year and in 2021, though?
The big difference is I'm sure a lot of the news has gotten to the homes. I think our communications have gotten out as well.
Some key numbers from the last municipal election in 2021. 16,647 registered voters, 2,933 ballots cast in the primary, 2,482 ballots cast in the general election.
Only 9.5% of the registered voters voted. I've really never heard of a turnout that low.
Experts say voter turnout is typically lower in municipal elections, with 10 to 20% of registered voters casting their vote. Now, here are some key dates for this month, including the last day to register to vote, to early voting, and Election Day, which could be a pivotal one for this community. In Dalton, I'm Regina Waldrop, NBC5 News.
Let me bring that back up where it said the election date, so you all can see that. You see what's say February the 9th, last day to register to vote. That's already passed. The 10th, the first day of early voting.
Voting and Election Day, which could be.
Now, these are the dates that's most important now, because today is the 18th. The 18th, okay? So on the 20th, that's going to be the last day to register a mail ballot. That's your mail-in ballots, including military and overseas voters. And then on the 25th is your primary election. So you got the 20th and the 25th to look forward to. You need to make a difference in those two dates, on the 20th and the 25th. Thing for the today is the 18th. It's coming up very soon. So we want to make sure Tiffany is not, but I can't vote because I don't live there. But you want to make sure that what happened last time do not happen again. All right, guys?
Be a pivotal one for this community. In Dalton, I'm Regina Waldrop, NBC5 News.
All right, thank you, Regina.
Okay, that's it, guys, on that. So you want to do whatever you can, because this is, she's trying to get back in there. She's trying to not to be jobless. I don't know what to tell you. Because I can't tell you what to do, but y'all need to look at that. All right. Thank you all so much. I'll be dropping more information and more videos on Tiffany. All right. Thank you guys. Y'all. Remember, you got today is the 18th. You got the 20th and the 25th left. All right.